Hi friends, and welcome back for another riveting episode of the Brain Fitness Channel. If you've been subscribing, you know that I love to talk about keeping our brains active to keep it healthy. Use it or lose it. Just like the rest of the muscles in our body, we need to exercise it every day, in one way or another, every day. Now, for this episode, we're going to talk about the opposite. Can you believe that? Something different here. But I want you to think of a marathon runner, a boxer, or a football player who trains hard every day. Now, while they train hard every day, can you imagine if they did that like 24/7, 365 with no rest? What would happen to their bodies? Yes, a marathon runner does daily exercise to stay fit and stay strong for the marathon. But do they push themselves every day? Certainly not. We all know that they rest. And we all know the importance of taking a break and resting when our body is exhausted. When our muscles are tired and spent. We know we need a break. The same is with our brains. Did you know that we have to do that with our brain as well? We all know that a good night's sleep makes our bodies feel better. Rest is important. Have you ever noticed, though, that you're alert and you're more with it after you've had a good night's sleep? That's right. New research is showing exactly how important sleep is to our brains. So the exercise for this episode is actually rest and recuperation. You'll notice I'm sitting down. First, let's start with rest. Can you let your brain relax? Actually rest and relax, or are you like me and it's just constantly racing? Have you ever gotten stuck doing a crossword puzzle, set it aside and come back to it later to easily solve it? That's no accident. Our brains are like sponges. They can only soak up so much information for so long before they're saturated, and they need to take a break. Your brain needs a rest now and then. Recent research has found that taking breaks can improve your mood, boost your performance, and increase your ability to concentrate, memorize, and pay attention. When you don't give your mind a chance to pause and refresh, it will not work very efficiently. You might also be more likely to experience burnout and the health problems that go hand in hand with chronic stress. When you give your brain a break, you can solve problems in a fresher way than if you would just keep your nose to the grindstone. Our brains are just like the rest of our bodies. It needs a rest. Next is sleep. Actual sleep. Recently, Medical News Today reported on a study that found specialized immune cells are more active in our brains while we sleep. They're busy performing maintenance work. Researchers know that sleep is important, not just in terms of allowing the brain to revitalize, but also for making space for a cleaning process that happens in our brains. They're just learning. Researchers at Boston University have found that during sleep, the fluid present in our brain and spinal cord, it's called the cerebrospinal fluid, it washes in and out like waves, helping the brain get rid of accumulated metabolic trash. One researcher said, "We've known for a while that there are electrical waves that come in and out, but before now we didn't know it was the cerebral spinal fluid as well." These findings are very important because it washes out the plaques that build up things like Alzheimer's. Those plaques stick to the brain, and it's not a good thing. Now we know that they can be literally washed away with a good night's sleep. As you can clearly see now, our brains need to recover just like regular muscles. They can't be working 24/7. It is now known that our brains need to go into sleep mode as well so it can recover. There's our big important exercise for this episode, sleep. I hope you can get good at it. Well, maybe not too good, right? I hope you learned something in this episode. Be sure to comment your thoughts below. And before you leave, hit the subscribe button so you'll get a notification when we post these new videos. See you soon. Have a good night's sleep.